Okay, so I thought it could be fun to take you guys along with me to kind of show you a day in the life as a candle maker. I make and stock and do all the candles by myself just in my little room down here. I thought it might be fun to kind of show you guys what the process is, where I store everything, and just kind of bring you along with my everyday. So I thought I might start first with just a little tour of my little candle space. It's pretty small, it's just a bedroom and a downstairs apartment, but it works perfectly for what I need, and I'm so grateful to have this space because before I was just doing everything in the kitchen. Let me show you what we're working with. So right when you walk in, this is where I keep all of my candles. As you can see, there's a lot. And I also keep extra boxes for when we transport the candles. This is packing supplies, all of my fragrance oil, things that I bring to markets. It's super helpful to have one of these just so that I can have lots of storage. And not to mention, I think it looks amazing. Over here, we just have some more packing stuff, and these are boxes that I actually keep every time I get a shipment. So that's been helpful for when I've sent out packages. Now, this is where the magic happens. This is where I make pretty much every single candle. It's so nice because it's just a large space, so I can set everything out and it just works perfectly. This is my handy dandy wax melter. And this helps it so I can make way more candles than I used to. And over here, this is not super aesthetic, but it's so helpful. This is where I keep everything that I use to make the candles. So up here, all of the candle supplies. Down here, we have cleaning supplies. I write on the candles with those markers. Super, super helpful. And then there's the wax that I use. Lastly, this is my old desk. I got it from Facebook Marketplace, but this is just where I do all of my email work. So I try not to do any candle stuff on here really, unless it's like labeling or something that I'm not worried is gonna make a mess. Okay, here's what I decided to do today. It's kind of hard to know inventory wise, but I need to have more of, especially going into holiday seasons. It's obviously my first time selling in the fall and winter, so I have no idea how much inventory I need to have. I will say other candle makers have told me like, just keep pouring, you're gonna need a lot of stock and inventory. So I'm just gonna go on the higher end and hopefully it works out. I am almost out of fragrance oil for a lot of my fall candles. I have about enough for about 4 candles each. So I'm just gonna finish those up. I have 5 fall scents, so I'm just gonna do 4 more of each of those candles. And then I'm probably gonna go in and order more fragrance oil and containers. That's what I'm gonna work on right now. I will say candle making is very like scientific. Everything has to be measured in grams, and then also it has to go to a very specific temperature. This is where I have my little setup of all the things that I use. I like keeping it on this cloth because any wax strips that there are, I just roll it back up at the end and put it back on my cart and I'm good to go. So that's what I'm gonna work on. It takes a little bit longer this way to make candles just because I'm making them in smaller batches. Sometimes I make them in batches of 8 to 10-ish, but I'm just gonna be doing 4. So it takes a while because I have to also clean out my containers in between, yada yada yada. Let's get into making some candles.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got do the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the it causes temptation. I know that I like to do conversation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Okay, so I poured the first set of candles. Behind you can see all the labels that I went through, and I inventoried them, and then I purchased more of the ones that I needed. Again, it's kind of a guessing game for the upcoming seasons, but hopefully I chose right. Now I'm just going to clean my equipment. I just wipe it out with alcohol and get ready for the next fragrance. I'll show a little behind the scenes of that, but again, it's pretty much just the same process. I just melt it to different temperatures and add different amounts of fragrance according to which candle I'm making. So you probably figured out that candle making is a lot of the same steps over and over, especially when you're doing a lot of scents in one day, because it's a lot of reheating, pouring, mixing, waiting, cleaning, and then start that all over again. But I have a ton of fun with it. I'm pouring the third scent right now out of 5. And so in between them cooling, I like to go on my computer and just get some work done. When I was waiting for the second batch of candles to cool, I actually filmed a reel for Instagram, which I don't really love doing that much. I don't really like showing my face as much on Instagram, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I filmed it and saved it as a draft, and I'll edit it tomorrow. And then today I just posted like a photo dump of some behind the scenes of making candles. A lot of stuff happens behind the scenes that you don't even really have to think about. For example, this YouTube video that you're gonna watch, you may not even think about it, but I've spent hours and hours making the video because it takes a long time to upload footage and cut through everything and add music, graphics, effects, anything and everything. That's probably what I'm gonna work on for the rest of the day, is uploading all this footage. We have some nice natural light that's finally coming in, which is always appreciated. So I think I'm just gonna sit at my desk and edit and do those little admin tasks that I have to do. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!